Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. What's up guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not expert, do your own research. Okay, so absolutely fucking crazy last 48 hours, as everybody knows. I will go ahead and just chart some long-term outlooks for Bitcoin. This is a chart that I made today, overall, just highlighting some overall levels. Fuck it, I'll just actually just clean it up, actually. Oh, FTX chart, I'm not going to have to use that again. Okay, let's look at the Bitstamp chart here. Okay, what are some weekly levels that I'm looking at? I am looking at, this is the all-time high level around 20K. Obviously, that one just got broken. I am looking at this current wick here, set around 16K-ish, or a little mid 16Ks. This is a wick on the weekly. You can see that it had a lot of interaction, and I can even go a little bit lower too, maybe like 16.5 or so. But either way, you can tell that this wick, there was a lot of interaction with that level. Price couldn't really hold above that on the weekly in early January of 2018. So that's a important level in my opinion, and it looks like price is going to hit that almost certainly. Next level up I would look at is the weekly close around 14K or so. This looks another pretty interesting level where price found support around 14K several times. End of December, early January, price kind of held above that level several times, but eventually broke down, as you know, in January. And lastly, I think the very important key level, in my opinion, would be this, where is it at? This 12K level. 12K is really important in my opinion. You didn't see any closes above that. So this was late January 2018. Price didn't close above that level for pretty much all of 2018, all the way into 2019, and then, most of 2020. So it took a long fucking time for price to really be able to close above that level on the weekly. It didn't go till October 2020. And in that situation, obviously, that was the start of the big bull run. This is after, obviously, the big COVID dump in March 2020, and then, spent lots of time in accumulation. And then we saw this big move up. But we did see that this was a key level that price could not hold above. So I believe that 12K would be a very interesting level. So, like, where are we at now? We're currently seeing price have this nasty candle from, overall FTX, Contagion, Black Swan event. Now, would price have gone to this level anyway, to these levels anyway? It's quite possible. Like, macro looks like shit. This is just going to get us there quicker, in my opinion. But and I do believe that like the 17K level was going to get taken out. Like, if you've seen a lot of my videos, the 17.5K level, this is an area that I long predicted to get taken out eventually. I just didn't know what it would look like or when it would look like. So overall, this was something that I'm looking at. And it actually did happen. It just took like this nasty Black Swan event. I don't think that anybody expected FTX to really do what they did. And it's really a confidence shaker overall. Like, just speaking as someone who's been in crypto since 2016, like pretty heavily, and like early 2016 is when I got in, and it really shook a lot of my confidence. And this is a little bit off topic. This isn't really chart related, but it really shook a lot of my confidence because there are a few institutions in crypto that you really look for, like in terms of being trustworthy and not going to rug you, and just really believing that they're compliant. Even if they're pieces of shit, like, they're still going to be safe places to trade at and hold your money. So, for instance, Coinbase is one of them. Coinbase is like seemingly pretty regulated, seemingly trusted. Same, or like, either organizations too, like USDC. It's very centralized. There's obviously trade-offs, but Like, you wouldn't expect USDC to go under. You wouldn't expect Coinbase to go under, and or do shady shit, I guess. Like, they could be shady in the sense that they're going to list a lot of the tokens that they invest in, or they'll just like have not the best trading experience. But like, above all, you believe that they're going to be safe with your money. And for a lot of us, we all thought that FTX was really the same. At least for me, like, they always really prided themselves on the overall regulatory compliance stuff. And to me, like, FTX was like this place where my money would be safe. And, SBF was up in front of Congress and lobbying for us and everything like that. So I thought that although he was a piece of shit in the sense that, like, Alameda just destroys retail, like, and I don't blame them specifically. Like, trading desks all around the world destroy retail, right? But where does this billions come from? They come from us retail traders and a whole bunch of other inefficiencies in the market. But I still believe that FTX was like an overall net good for the market in the sense that it would be a compliant, safe place to trade at. But it's clear that they were degenerates, and they aren't really any different than any of the other big actors in this space. 3AC, just degenerate gamblers. I don't really necessarily. Do Kwon was a piece of shit too, but like, I don't really necessarily, like, it was just a failed overall protocol design, in my opinion. But I think it's just really like these big black swan events, and I have to just realize that it's not really a black swan. It's just crypto being crypto. Anyways, that was a little bit long tangent. Sorry. Back to the charts. I do believe that, 16K, 14K, and 12K, those are my next levels up. And if I'm looking for a full-time recovery, to be frank and honest with you, I'm looking for Bitcoin to lead that recovery. And I think it's going to take a long time for that to happen. If you remember before, I was looking for that last capitulation move. So in 2018, we saw that move from 6K to 3K. That was the last big dip. I've been looking for the last big dip here for Bitcoin, and I didn't know how it was going to happen. Maybe this is it. Maybe it's going to go from 20K to 10K. Certainly possible. I hope it doesn't go that low, but I'm hopeful that 14K or something will hold, but we just know how it goes. When we all know that when Bitcoin starts to move hard, it will go fucking hard. So if it goes from 20K to 10K, certainly possible, and hopefully that'll be the last shakeout. And if that happens, then I think that we're going to see some sort of long recovery process. If you remember back in 2018 to 2019, it took several months, and that was after a year-long just decline. So it could be something similar in 2018 period where, much of 2022 is spent like 2018 where we just grind down and just die. See one final shakeout, and then we just spend like a long time accumulating, chopping around back, in the winter of 23. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe we just get shaken out. Maybe we just boom, hit 12K, and then we just start chopping around for a while, and then start moving up. That's the recovery process. But it's a long road ahead, and it's also important to note too that much of 2018 was in decline. 2019 had that long accumulation period, then it moved from 3K to 14K, and then it was obviously very choppy in 2019, and 2020 was spent much in accumulation. So my prediction is that Bitcoin dominance goes up and altcoins get smashed on this move down. At least Bitcoin alt BTC pairs. There might be some rallies too. It's certainly possible that maybe we we hit 16K, we chop around for a bit, and then we bear retest up to 20. That's certainly possible, but not really sure how it's going to look overall. It's just a very scary environment. So it's possible maybe we just finally get this big move down over with. I don't know, 12K, I don't know, 14K. I don't know what it's going to look like, obviously. And then we chop around for a long time. As I said before, I do believe that Bitcoin should lead the recovery, though. So I think alt BTC should go down. I believe Bitcoin dominance should go higher. And then we're going to chop around for a while. And it's going to take something similar to 2020 where Bitcoin was in a long, stable time period and did nothing. for alts to flourish again. So we're really waiting for that environment. And yeah, those are my overall macro thoughts. It's too hard to tell what's going to happen in terms of the overall short term, because one CZ tweet could like literally change everything. Like if he says like we're buying FTX and we're all good in that department, then like this candle could like quickly reverse itself for all we know. We just don't know what's going to happen. Or like if some macro shit could come out and the Fed will come out with some huge rate hike. Maybe at that point Bitcoin just dumps. There's just too much uncertainty in the short to midterm, especially with FTX. I mean, it really was just like a massive event that nobody foresaw. So overall, this is what it is at this point, and just be very fluid with your ideas and just try to survive. That's all the bear market is about. It's about surviving. It's about not really trying to capture gains, like because there isn't really much to be had unless you're very, very good. And it's just really important to preserve as much capital as you can. So stay safe out there and good luck, guys.